So far we've talked about operators like addition, or subtraction, or multiplication, or division, or something like that. But there's also an operator called the modulus operator, which isn't as widely known, but it's nonetheless very useful. What modulus does is it takes two numbers, it divides them, and then whatever the remainder from the division would be, that's going to be the output. So let's go with 10, and the modulus operator is the percent sign. So let's go with 10 modulus 2. They'll give us a result of 0 because 10 divided by 2 is 5 evenly. So we're not going to have any remainder, so we're going to get 0 right there. But what if we did something that doesn't divide evenly into 10? What if we did 3? 10 divided by 3. Well, that's going to be 3 with the remainder of 1, because 10 divided by 3, well, 3 times 3 is 9, and then you have one more to make it 10. That additional 1 is going to be your remainder right there. So, remainder like so. Now you may be asking yourself, when would this be used? Why would I need to use the modulus operator for something? Well, there's one very common application which is usually used to demonstrate modulus, and that is to determine whether or not something is an odd number or an even number. So if you have a number that's even, like 10 or 100 or 62 or whatever, then when you divide each of these numbers by 2, you're going to get an even number. You're going to get a solid number that divides properly into. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, 50, 31. But if you divide a number like 11 by 2, technically this is actually going to be 5.5, because if you add decimal places to make these doubles, it's going to say 5.5, so it does not divide into it evenly. So what you can do is you can use the modulus operator and specify, alright, 11 modulus 2, well, the result is going to be 1. If I did 10 modulus 2, the result is going to be 0. So if this number is even, then the modulus, when you divide by 2, is going to be 0. But if it's odd, then the modulus, when dividing by 2, is going to be 1. And that's how you can determine whether or not something is even or odd. So let's do a quick if statement that says, if the number in question divided by 2, if this is equivalent to 0, or in other words, if there is no remainder, then we're going to print even. Otherwise, we're going to print odd, like so. And I did not mean to put that division sign there. That was incorrect. So here we go. And now let's go ahead and create an actual value for num. I'm going to put a space just to make it easier to read, maybe. So we're going to say that num equals 10. And we'll see the even printed down here. Now let's try an odd number like 71. And it's going to say odd. So that's fairly simple. And of course you can turn this whole thing into a function, which is the better way to do it. So func, and I'll call it even or odd. And we're going to enclose it in brackets like so. We're going to pass in num, which will be an integer. So even or odd, we can check it for the number 22. We can check it for any other numbers we want. Let's say 61, 104. As we can see, it prints out even for 22, odd for 61, and even for 104. So we're done. That's all I wanted to go over. Hopefully this video has been a little illuminating on what a modulus is and how you can use it to help your program. I will see you in the next video.